weiß ich offene Chats, will niemand ghosten, bin nur bisschen vercheckt, man. Kann mir jemand sagen, wie es geht, wie man dieses Leben richtig lebt?
Welcome to Frankfurt, Germany, and welcome to this new vlog. We have just under 48 hours to explore Frankfurt, and we're going to see as much of the city as we can, starting here at the Palmengarten, which is the famous botanical garden of Frankfurt. So let's go. So Palmengarten is noteworthy because there are 13,000 species of plants from all over the world here, and the garden covers 20 hectares, so it's very big. And although I'm here in February, so a lot of the outdoor plants might not be in season, there are many different greenhouses as well with a lot of cool plants to see.
Immer wenn ich irgendwo bei sie sehe, denke ich, das bist du und mein Herz bleibt stehen. Diesen schon sehe ich uns noch in Paris, bis ich merke, dass es uns zwar nicht mehr gibt. Haben wir alles auf Rot, doch deine Liebe ist längst tot. Denn wenn ich dich frag, liebst du mich noch?
Alright, after a little walk, we have made it into the proper city of Frankfurt now. Here is the Opera House behind me. And the good thing about Frankfurt is it's actually smaller than you might think, which means it's quite walkable. Everything is relatively close by. So for lunch, of course, I have to enjoy some classic German schnitzel. So we have now made it up to the top of the Main Tower, which is one of the tallest buildings in Frankfurt, and they have this cool observation deck, which is probably the best view of Frankfurt that you can get. I did have to wait about 20 minutes to get up here, but what a great view.
Yo, kein Cap, wir flexen. Bass zu laut, wir testen. Pull up, vibe check, go.
One of the unique things about Frankfurt is it's actually one of the few European cities with a large cluster of skyscrapers, and some people call it Manhattan, which is named after the Main River down there, which runs through the city. Alright, now we have made it to Romerberg, which is this famous square behind me, possibly the most photographed spot in all of Frankfurt because of this row of cute houses behind me. And this is called the New Old Town area because the old Town was destroyed in the wars, but then they reconstructed it in the same style as before, which you can see behind me. And back there is the tip of the Frankfurt Cathedral, where we are going to visit next.
Die Briefe lasse ich alle zu. Ich hab heute noch nicht geduscht.
And we've now made it here to the Frankfurt Cathedral, which is a Gothic-style Catholic cathedral.
Und Britney ist die einzige, die mich gerade versteht.
We are now walking across the famous Iron Footbridge, which is famous not only because of the nice city views, but also because of all these locks on the sides of the bridge, which couples put on the bridge as a symbol of their love.
Doch ich weiß, dass du's nicht mehr für mich bist. Immer wenn ich irgendwo bei sie sehe, denke ich, das bist du und mein Herz.
One of the great things about Frankfurt is that on both sides of the Main River here, you have nice parks with good walking paths where a lot of people come to just take in the scenery and enjoy the weather on good weather days. And on the southern side of the river where we are now, there is a street called Museumsufer, which is basically a street full of different museums, including art museums and history museums, if you are a fan.
Speed up, keine bremsende Fahrt. Lichter blinken, Stadt ist am Start. Null chill, ja, wir zu hart.
So as I mentioned, Frankfurt has so many great museums, and this one, where we are now, is the Städel Museum, which is one of the most famous ones, and it is an art museum with lots of historical, famous artwork.
Ist das cute, wieso das seid ihr so? Ich wär gerne auch so makellos. Doch wenn ich sag, ich komm in 2 Minuten, schaff ich's erst in 10.
So apparently the Städel Museum has this little rooftop up here with a great view of the Frankfurt skyline and the river. And as you can see, there's actually no one here. So this is a great hidden gem of a photo spot if you're interested. Alright, ending the night with some dinner here in the Sachsenhausen district, which is south of the Main River. And as you can see, lots of shops and restaurants, and seems like a lively area. So gonna enjoy my dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning from Frankfurt. So because we were able to be so productive and explore so much of the city of Frankfurt yesterday, today what we're doing is taking a day tour to explore the surrounding area, specifically the old medieval city of Heidelberg. It's a 1-hour drive south of Frankfurt. I signed up for a day tour, which I'm walking to right now, but yeah, should be a great experience.
That bridge, you see the different marks of the floods here.
We have now made it to the city of Heidelberg, and the cool thing about Heidelberg is it's one of the few cities that was spared from the destruction of World War II, unlike many other places like Frankfurt. So it's very historic, and our first stop is the famous Heidelberg Castle.
Lieblingslied. Dabei wollte ich, dass es immer für uns spielt. Doch jetzt höre ich's nie wieder aus Prinzip.
We're now on the terrace of the castle and check out this great view of Heidelberg.
Nicht mehr für mich bist. Immer wenn ich irgendwo bei sie sieht, denke ich, das bist du und mein Herz.
Now we are walking through the well-preserved medieval old town of Heidelberg.
Ey, dreh es auf, wir gehen crazy. Viel zu fresh, ja das daily. Drip zu hart, du verstehst nie.
So I'm walking through the old town of Heidelberg here. So many shops and restaurants lining this main street. One of them I found this, which is a pastry called Schneeballen, or snowballs in English, and it's got this coating on the outside. I got a nut and nougat flavor with a filling on the inside, and it's traditional to the area here around Heidelberg and looks very tasty. So the Schneeballen was good, and now I'm taking a walk here along the Neckar River next to Heidelberg. And yeah, it's a really nice city, very well preserved, and I don't know if I would actually spend more than a day or two here, but if you do have one day, then it makes for a great day trip or stop on a road trip.
Kann mir jemand sagen, wie es geht, wie man dieses Leben richtig lebt? Bin lost im Moment, noch immer kein Plan, fühl mich so leer wie der Geldautomat.
So I am now on the old bridge and take a look at Heidelberg Castle up on the mountain. And for me, now it is time to head back to Frankfurt and get to the airport for my flight. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video of me exploring Frankfurt and also taking this day trip to Heidelberg. And hopefully it was helpful for you if you are planning a couple days in the Frankfurt area. And yeah, I have a lot of exciting videos planned for 2025, so subscribe if you want to stay in the loop, and I will see you on the next adventure.
Kann mir jemand sagen, wie es geht, wie man dieses Leben richtig lebt? Bin lost im Moment, noch immer kein Plan.